Next, we're going to talk about cleaning ears. This is often something that a lot of clients feel really uncomfortable about, just from our own personal experiences of cleaning our own ears. So our ears and our ear canal structure is a little different than dogs and cats. I want to teach you a little bit about that so you can feel a little bit more comfortable at home, and then I'll show you how I clean dogs' ears. So here, another beautiful drawing of some anatomy. Hopefully you'll be able to follow along. Here we're looking at a typical pet ear, whether it's a cat or a dog. The little flap on the outside, whether your pet's ears stick up or are floppy, is called the pinna. So that's, like I said, the outside floppy part. It is just made up of cartilage and skin, and of course inside, has lots of little wrinkles and creases that sometimes debris or wax will get trapped in. So cleaning that is really important. And then, we can kind of look into the ear and see the opening going into their ear canal. Now, for us as human beings, we're always kind of a little nervous to clean our own ears because our ear canals pretty much go horizontal inside and then it hits our eardrum. So everyone's had that not so great experience of putting in a Q-tip and you go too far and it's painful. I usually don't recommend cleaning your pet's ears with Q-tips at home because it often will stuff any wax or debris back down into the ear canal. You can use Q-tips in all these little external folds, like kind of using a scooping motion, but I don't recommend taking the Q-tip and going down into the canal. Again, not because you're gonna hit the eardrum, because they actually have two different cool parts of their ear canal, but because you're gonna be stuffing debris down in there. So when you would put a Q-tip down in a dog or a cat's ear, first you're gonna hit the vertical canal. So their canals actually go down kind of straight down first and then make a turn into the inside of their skull. So if you ever watch me in a room or another doctor examine an ear, we kind of stretch the ear out to try to look in because we're trying to flatten out that vertical canal. So when you're cleaning, your finger, if you use your finger with like a baby wipe or a cotton swab, or a cotton ball, you can go down kind of into this area. So you're not anywhere near their eardrum to hurt them. So then we have that, like I said, that L-shaped curve, and you've got even a little bit more ways to go to hit the tympanic membrane or the eardrum. So don't worry, you would have to be so aggressive and so careless to get anywhere near that. I have never punctured or hit an eardrum even when I have very thoroughly cleaned dogs and cats' ears. So by doing a normal cleaning at home, you're not going to hurt them. Again, if you feel comfortable with Q-tips, I'm okay with that. Just use your discretion. If you've never done this before, don't use Q-tips. You don't need to. You can clean your pet's ears with a baby wipe. So simply by putting a baby wipe over your finger and kind of using your finger inside of the ear. You can use cotton balls. You can use the nifty little round cotton pads that a lot of people use to take off makeup or use for art projects. You can even designate a washcloth, something to that degree, to clean out their ears. We do recommend ear cleaner over a lot of the home remedies that if you Google, people say use witch hazel, use peroxide, use vinegar and water. Please don't do that. Please, as lovely and natural as it all sounds, especially if your pet may have an ear infection or have irritation, that could really hurt them. So please don't do that. Either use a moistened baby wipe, a warm washcloth with a small amount of like a mild soap on it, or an actual pet ear cleaner. So now I'll show you how to clean ears with Mr. Nash. All right, so here we are ready to clean some ears. So I'll show you what Nash's ears are like so you can get some just general anatomy. So I'm gonna lift up this ear. So here, this outside part, if you remember my little anatomical drawing, this is the pinna, so that's the ear flap. And then as we look inside of the ear, here's all these nifty folds that, like I said, can sometimes get gross. And then we're actually looking down into that vertical canal. Hello. So what I recommend, like I said, if you want to start really easy, this is just a baby wipe. I don't care if it's scented or unscented. Baby wipes are very mild, whatever you can get a hold of nowadays. And I am literally taking my index finger, putting it over top of it. And I'm just first getting my fingers in between little folds. Come here, buddy, it's okay. I know you want to lay down. All right, you can do it laying down if you want. And I'm going to get in the folds, and then you're going to see my finger disappear. So I'm actually going to put my finger as far into that vertical ear canal as I can. Now, I'm not jamming my finger in there using a lot of pressure. I am just going as far as my finger will allow and just doing that gentle scoop motion. Now, Nash has very clean ears. At home, you may get out debris that looks brown. That's pretty normal. In most dogs' ears, a little bit of that brown debris. If you pull your finger out and it's like yellow, green, the smell, smells really bad, it's really unpleasant, that may indicate an ear infection. Or if you go to look inside their ear and it's bright fire engine red, or you notice ulcers, or your pet is like trying to get away from you, please don't clean my ears. Those are all signs of a potential ear infection. And again, we're still here. Please call us. We're happy to examine them. I'll show you the cotton ball method. So here I'm just going to take a piece of cotton. It looks like, could be a cotton ball. I'm going to use our ear cleaner. I'm going to squirt a little bit on there, and I'm going to use the same technique. I'm just going to put this over my index finger. And again, gently, I'm just going to go in between those folds using my finger, and then I'm going to put my finger in there and use that scooping motion. You may have to use multiple of these to clean out your pet's ears. Finally, here's the dreaded Q-tip. Everyone's scared of that. And again, I'm just going to gently use that Q-tip in between all those little folds. And then if you're feeling daring, see, he goes, hey, I don't care for that Q-tip. I'm just going to do a gentle scooping motion. And again, most pets are not crazy about that, so you don't have to do that. If you want to just clean in the little folds, that's fine. You don't have to go down. I'd rather you use the other techniques. So there, you did a good job, right? Go boy.